We just kind of had to go with how the race was.
Nothing can be truer than that. Whether on or off the track, anything can indeed happen. But what's worse is when something happens off the track which affects your life on the track or vice versa. But as Abby said, anything can happen. That's just how life works. Still, what happened to Abby Steiner is something we all wish didn't happen, not to her or anyone else. But then again, it was to be expected, since running is basically her life now. You know what I mean? Oh wait, I haven't told you what happened yet. I'm sorry about that. I got carried away for a while there. Well, simply put, Abby Steiner has a big problem. A problem that does not affect her alone. Her fans all over the world are both disappointed that they won't see her run in Budapest, but at the same time worried for her. Yes, you heard that right. You won't be seeing Abby Steiner run at the World Championships in a few weeks because of an injury. It's such a shame too, as excitement and expectations had been building throughout the season until a few weeks ago, with the way Abby has been finishing her races. Finishing first, mind you. What we didn't know, though, was what was happening off the track. Apparently,
it's been a long season for me, just battling some injury. So, making the team was a win, but also giving myself some time for recovery was a win too. So, just gotta take care of my body now and get ready for next year.
Yep, you heard that right too. Abby Steiner will be sitting out the rest of the season, but we will definitely see her next year. But for now, this is how we all feel about this.
What to say?
Wait, don't come at me. I'm not poking fun at her. It's just literally the best way to describe how her fans feel about her not competing in the Worlds, but at the same time worried about her and the pain she's been enduring for months. Yes, months.
No, it's probably been going on for the last 6 to 8 months. So just kind of been battling that all season. They basically have to go in and kind of shave down that bone and put a patch over it so that it doesn't grow back.
We wouldn't have known if she didn't say that. However, the initial plan was that she'd compete in Budapest first.
I actually have a bone spur on my heel and was planning on getting surgery beginning of September after Worlds.
But it already came to the point where she can no longer push it off, and no one can fault her for that. In an Instagram post, Abby shared what she's been enduring for 6 months and why she continued to compete despite the pain. It's remarkable how she showed up to meets, practices, and workouts even if it meant she was in pain every day. Showed up with a lot of grit and a whole lot of love for the sport. That's how she described it. And that's true. It's almost like the saying, smiling through the tears. Addressing those who questioned why she chose to do that, run through her pain, I mean, here's what Abby has to say. Quitting was never an option to me. It was never an option to give up without doing everything possible to make that team going to Budapest. Unfortunately though, despite all her efforts, it didn't come together. I'll be shutting down my season early to get surgery to get back to being pain-free again, Abby announced in the same post. But, of course, just like the Abby that we know, resilient and strong-minded, Abby left a message to her fans. I'm still not quitting, just attacking the season in a way that's different than I'd hoped, with rehab and healing and taking care of my mental. And she doesn't only care about her fans, but her fellow athletes too, sending my love and support to all the athletes still competing. Abby concluded, ending it with a note to, please be kind to everyone. Her fellow sprinters who know how hard, both physically and mentally, dealing with an injury is, sent their love and prayers her way. Masai Russell even commented, my inspiration, while Anna Hall said, incredible comeback on the way. That's for sure. While waiting for her recovery and eventually her comeback, let's take a look at how incredibly she powered through the pain this season. Abby opened her outdoor season at the 2023 Texas Relays. There, her group, the USA Gold Quartet, emerged victorious in a record-breaking time of 41.75 seconds. With her in the group are Aaliyah Hobbs, Melissa Jefferson, and Jenna Prandini. Reports said that Abby put in a dazzling performance on the second leg of the relay, running a blistering time of 9.94 seconds. Of course, that was just the beginning. At the 2023 Millrose Games, Abby set a new American record when she broke the indoor American record in the 300-meter sprint in a new national record of 35.54 seconds, putting her third on the world all-time list behind Arina Privalova and Shanae Miller-Uibo.
And who is going to take it? Brown is tying up. Steiner is showing all of that strength. Steiner takes it 35.54 seconds. It's a national record, in fact, as well as a world lead.
After that, Abby ran a shorter distance when she competed in the women's 200-meter at the 2023 Miramar Invitational and won. There, Abby went against Tamari Davis, Kayla White, Anthonique Strachan, Kira Jefferson, Seda Williams, and Kiara Parker, and emerged victorious, clocking at 22.23 seconds. The next race didn't conclude on such a good note, however. At the Doha Diamond League meeting, Abby delivered a disappointing last-place finish in the 100 meters race. She did, however, bounce back from that at the USATF Bermuda Grand Prix, where Abby clocked a wind-aided time of 22.06 seconds, 3.1 milliseconds, to secure victory in the women's 200-meter dash. This event is part of the 2023 World Athletics Continental Tour Gold Series. From there, she is once again on a roll. At the NYC Grand Prix 2023, Abby Steiner soared to 22.19 seconds, leading the pack in the women's 200 meters.
And Steiner, with all of that 400-meter strength, is coming through, and it will be Abby Steiner taking the victory in the women's 200 meters, 22.19 seconds.
She was closely followed by Tamara Clark at 22.43 seconds and Jenna Prandini at 22.51 seconds. With that, reigning national champion Abby Steiner, who sped to a 21.77 in 2022 to top the U.S. list, has already won 3 races at her specialty distance this year, including a season best of 22.23. It would have been best if she just kept soaring from there, but as she said, anything can happen. So something did happen to her, unfortunately. At the 2023 USATF Outdoor Championships, Abby clocked a season-best time of 22.07 seconds, narrowly missing out on a place in the 200-meter event.
Today, and you still ran super fast, but kind of talk to me about, how it felt to get out there on the track, going through the rounds and everything.
Yeah, it was great. Great to make it to the final, and when you're in the final, anything can happen.
It was there that she shared that she's been struggling with a heel injury and will have surgery on her left foot after missing out on a world championship spot. Still,
I think just being grateful for every opportunity, no matter the outcome. I feel like there are so many examples of people who, go pro transition, have to have that learning curve and come back with all of that knowledge for a really great year the next year. So
it is because of her strong mindset and her strong performances on the track that we can rest assured that Abby Steiner will continue to show the world just how great of an athlete she is. In fact, UK coach Lonnie Green noted that there has not been an American run as fast as Abby Steiner in the 200. Steiner's success would seem to be a perfect recruiting tool for the UK. But Green says he never has to mention her success. We don't have to mention her name. People mention her name to us. Recruits, parents, coaches all want to talk about Abby Steiner, Green said. See, Abby's name carries its own weight, so let's all wait for her to come back to the track. In the meantime, watch out for Matthew Boring in the Worlds. Watch this and decide if he's ready for it.